Now, the very question, what does it mean to be human, especially if it's posed toward any of you, is a very weird question. First of all, think about the person who's asking the question. What gives that person the right to ask you that? But in addition to that very fact that you're being asked that already shows there's an at minimum human relationship. So that means in the very question is a weird denial of the very relationship that the question depends upon. But there's a second element. How do you defend yourself when your humanity is challenged? Well, I brought this up in some of the lectures here at New South Wales, and some of you may have heard this before, but the initial response, as many of you know, is you would say, well, what do you mean I'm not a human being? Now, if you were to say I'm just as human as you are, addressed to the person who's challenged your humanity, you face a problem. Because in taking that route, you'd have conceded that person as the very standard of humanity that is challenging you. Now, of course, the obvious question is, what if the person who's challenging your humanity is a very low standard? What if in the very act of challenging your humanity, that challenger exemplifies a form of human failure? So you may reject them. You may reject that person and his or her kind. But it doesn't help for you simply to assert yourself, because then you have to ask what gives you the right to assert yourself as the standard of humanity. And in that moment, you begin an interrogation, a questioning of what it means to be human.